This is Joe Hoskin at Sport Production Summit, the day before IBC 2024. I'm with Alex Redfern, the CTO of EVS. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Alex, can you share the latest developments and innovations featured on your stand this year?
Yeah, certainly. There'll be our products and solutions are split into generally 3 or 4 sections. We will have the liveception workflows. Liveception is our replays, highlights, editing type workflows where we're probably the best known, I would say. So that's going to be new features within the LSMVIA application. We'll show the Cerebrum integration to LSMVIA again and some more workflows there. What we'll also show is the AI tools that sit around it. So we've been building AI tools around the replay to sort of empower operators to be creative. And we'll show the productization of some of those things that we've been working on over the last sort of 12 or 18 months. So it will be things like shallow depth of field, sharpening, doing like blurring effects or de-blurring effects, basically as close to real time as possible. All of that alongside the extra motion that we've already done before, which is a super slow motion. So that kind of fits inside that liveception bubble. Within there at the show, we'll showcase a live zoom application that we've been working on as well. So something quite specific to the US market, but actually more and more we see the need for that in live sports production in general. So that really fits in the liveception workflows. In mediaception, that's our sort of asset management, clip creation, content creation, and sort of metadata enhancement layer. So we'll show VMAP 1.0. I think it's the first time we've shown it in Europe. And VMAP is the asset management layer that kind of sits above those servers. We acquire all the content on the XTs, all the clips that operators make. We manage that through VMAP. So we'll be able to show workflows around that. We'll show things like logging, ingest, browsing, searching for content, really metadata enhancement through logging, but also an AI integration there as well, where we can show things like facial recognition or celebrity recognition, those kind of things, natural language searching that comes along with acquiring lots and lots of content. You want to find that content much easier. And then on the parallel to those is the media infrastructure layer, MI as we call it, and MI is the processing of content, so real-time video processing through the Neuron platform, and then control and orchestration through Cerebrum. So Cerebrum will probably show integrated into all of our products because it's the spider's web that talks to not only our products but everything else. So we'll show some cool integrations with Cerebrum. We'll show some off-the-shelf panels that we've been working on inside Cerebrum as well, just to sort of speed up deployment. When Cerebrum's a very customizable product, what you really want is it's us to come to you and say, this is how you make the best out of it. This is how we put it in the frame. So we've been working on some off-the-shelf panels. Alongside that, we'll show Media Hub, which is the content distribution platform that is used on several major sporting events and is used by leagues and federations. And we'll also have Power Vision, which is our referee review VAR workflow system that we have. And we'll show that alongside some new tablet-based workflows that we've got for sort of more flexible, portable workflows for VAR and so on. That's the show in a nutshell.
Well, as ever, a lot to look out for
exactly.
And a lot to look forward to.
Yes.
Okay, so your recent acquisition of MOG, has obviously garnered quite a bit of attention. What drew EVS to this company, and how has the integration of MOG been progressing?
Well, at this point in time, the signature hasn't officially yet been signed.
Right.
So in terms of an integration, we are going through the signature process now. It will be signed in the next days, literally in the very next days. So that's all safe and secure and done. The integration process has gone very well. We've made several trips to Portugal, where they're based. What drew us to them is in many ways, there's a lot of similarities between what they do and what we do. They have software-defined ingest servers and playout servers. We have the same thing. They have a sort of a file-based workflow system. We have the same thing. And they also have an OTT platform, which starts to venture into sort of content distribution and content delivery, more B2C, whereas we're more B2B. But there's a lot of technology synergies there, let's say, and a lot of workflow synergies. So what drew us to them was we really saw that we could expand our market share, if you like, and make ourselves more attractive by having a broader product portfolio. And they have some very nice skill sets as well. I think as people, they're very technically sound, really brilliant people down there in Portugal. That we saw a real opportunity, not just for sort of looking at the technology side, but also the people side. It's a good growth for us. It's a good some really good synergies between the technical skills of the Portuguese team and our own teams in Belgium, in France, and in the Netherlands and the UK.
So it'd be a case of more than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, basically 1 + 1 is 3. It's really what we saw. Yeah.
Now you also, what motivated EVS to invest in Tinkerlist, right? And how does that align with your company's strategic vision?
We've always been in newsrooms and sort of entertainment, but obviously everyone thinks of us as a sports production system. That's still where we are probably too well known, and it really doesn't represent what we do at all. We've got some significant investments in newsroom workflows, in more flexible control rooms, things like that, where we are really pushing to be more present in the control room. When we have products like VMMap or solutions like VMMap that are newsroom orientated, that sort of acquire metadata, acquire media and acquire metadata, and are very newsroom focused. We have playout sites at some of the biggest newsrooms across the world are actually powered by EVS on the newsroom side. Having a more strategic integration with an NRCS, and certainly a more modern NRCS and automation system, was really key for us. And we really see Tinkerlist as a sort of a modern equivalent of an NRCS and an automation system with some of the things they're doing. So it's really interesting for us to invest in them, as well as become a partner of them as well. So they're local as well, you know, they're Belgian, and we like to sort of work with Belgian businesses, being a Belgian company at heart. So again, a really sort of the synergies were really strong there, and we really felt that we wanted to work closely with them, and investment was a really good way of sort of committing to that partnership, let's say.
It very much feels like the people are a big part of the drive. The people that you're going to be working with are a big driving force in the decisions you're taking, which is interesting, as you know, for a company that has been very successful, and you're now celebrating your 30th anniversary. What are some of the key goals and aspirations that the company now still has after this long period of success and growth?
Well, we're still growing, I think, is the nice thing, and there will almost certainly, you know,
It's better than the alternative.
Exactly, and we're focusing on both organic and inorganic growth. So the company, if you look back through our history now, since 2019, has been in growth mode and is still in growth mode, both in terms of financial growth and people growth and technology growth and market growth. So we want to take more market share. We want to invest and look into new market opportunities. That's why the control room space is interesting to us, and working more in the control room space. We really have that ambition by 2030 to grow, and then we've set ourselves some targets that we are well on the way to achieving. And yeah, I think you'll see, hopefully, I'll touch wood a little bit, but you'll see more acquisitions, you'll see more organic growth as well, through team members. And we really see, like I say, 1 + 1 is 3. When we make those opportunities, when we make those links with people, we really want to see more than the sum of their parts, to your point earlier. Yeah.
Alex, have a great day here today at Sport Production Summit. Have a great IBC, and thank you for your support.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.